Hi there, I'm Tara Kessner. Thank you so much for joining me. I call today's class Yogi Gym Class because it's what I wish gym class had been like. When I was in school, gym class was a lot of kickball, dodgeball, basketball. Well, frankly, it was just a lot of ball-related activity. And if you were not a ball sport enthusiast, it kind of stunk. So this is what I wish it had been like. We're going to work on all the same things that we would have worked on in gym class, some upper body strength, some core stability, little cardio in the middle, and then we'll do some lower body strength and balance. So I hope you like it. Find yourself a comfortable way to sit and let's get started. So when you're settled in, kind of get the wiggles out. Take a nice slow breath in, stretching the spine up tall, roll the shoulders back and down, and just let the eyes close down. And once you've settled in, let's begin to tune into the breath. Feel that chest puff up as you inhale. Try to relax the shoulders with the exhale. Maybe soften the face and loosen the jaw. And just begin to watch the breath. Noticing it at first, and then begin to control it. We'll work through a little pranayama, a little breathing technique. I call this paused breathing, and it's just a way to kind of get control of the breath. I'll count you through all of it. It's actually cueing you. And it'll be 3 rounds with a half breath and 3 rounds with a third breath. That will make sense in a minute. Go ahead and blow the air out. Now inhale halfway and pause. Inhale the rest of the way and pause. Exhale halfway and pause. Exhale all the way and pause. Inhale halfway, pause. Inhale all the way to the top and pause. Exhale halfway and pause. Exhale the rest of the way and pause. Inhale halfway and pause. Inhale the rest of the way and pause. Exhale halfway and pause. Exhale the rest of the way and pause. Inhale 1/3 of the way and pause. Inhale 2/3 of the way and pause. Inhale all the way to the top and pause. Exhale 1/3 and exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way to the bottom. Inhale 1/3. Inhale 2/3. Inhale to the top. Exhale 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale to the bottom. One more time. Inhale 1/3. Inhale 2/3. Inhale to the top. Exhale 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale all the way to the bottom and let the breath go. And just allow the breath to run free. Let it do what it wants to do. And just notice what happens when we let go. We'll take one more breath here. And then we'll start to blink the eyes open. Let's reach the hands back and sweep the arms up and overhead. Looking up there, reaching up there. Letting the air go as we drop the left hand down to the mat. We walk the fingertips out. We'll bring the right hand to the back of the neck. And we'll start to look up towards the ceiling, maybe moving that elbow around a little bit, just loosening up. And then we'll start to sit ourselves up tall. Maybe slide the hand down to the low neck, top of the shoulders. Give that area a little massage. Now this left hand can rest on the leg, or we can take it to the back, running the knuckles up the spine towards the mid-back or wherever we can get. Lifting the head. We're finding that tricep stretch here in the right arm. Another option would be to bring this hand up and hold on to that elbow. And let's lift the center of our chest and take one more breath. Maybe even lean a little to the left if we need a little more. And then we'll slowly take ourselves back to center and untangle the arms. Reaching back first and then sweeping up with an inhale. We'll look up, sit up as tall as we can and drop that right hand down. Walk those fingertips out to the side as we reach up a little higher and then bring the left hand to the back of the head. Start to look up towards the ceiling and maybe move the elbow around in a little tiny circle. And we'll slowly start to sit ourselves up, sliding the hand down the back of the neck. Give those muscles a little squeeze, a little massage. And then decide what's going to happen with this right hand. Rest it, grab the elbow, or slide the knuckles up the spine, finding those cow-faced arms. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. Let's take a couple of breaths. We have that option to lean to the right if we want a little more intensity, or just keep a nice, straight, tall back. Take one more breath here. And then we'll untangle the arms, rolling the shoulders around, drawing some circles with the elbows, going in one direction and then the other. And we'll slowly let those arms drop down. Let's drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, looking straight ahead. And then we can bring this left hand up and just rest it on the side of the head. If that's too much, we'll release, not pushing down, just letting the hand be a weight on the side of the neck. And then we'll gently float the head up, drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Nose is pointing straight ahead. You got these scalene muscles that run down the neck and the upper trapezius that runs out. If we need a little more intensity, we can take this right hand and just rest it on the top of the head. And relax that left shoulder. We'll slowly let that go. Give the shoulders a little turn and let's find our way over to all fours. So coming into cat-cow, a classic. We always start out with cat-cow because most people generally like it. Let's spread the fingers wide. Make sure there's plenty of padding for the knees. We can always fold the mat an extra fold if it feels like your kneecaps are grinding a bit. Spread the fingers wide, knees are under the hips, swaying out the tail, and then dropping the belly down. Leaning slightly forward, let's take a breath in, and then tucking the tail and rounding into that cat stretch, just letting the head hang. Inhale to cow pose. Blow it out slow, like you're blowing a line right down the center of the mat all the way through your knees. One more time, big slow inhale into that cow pose. Extra slow exhale as we push the mat away and find that cat stretch. Let's bring ourselves back to a neutral spine. We'll reach the right hand out, slide the left foot back, coming into spinal balance. Option to leave the foot on the ground or to lift it up to the height of the hip. Maybe turn the ankle just a bit. We can always just do the upper or just do the lower. On this spinal balance, tiger crunches. So we reach out long with an inhale, and on the exhale, we bend the elbow, bend the knee, and bring them towards one another. Inhale, we'll reach out long. Exhale, slowly bring it in, pushing away with the left hand. Inhale, reach it out long. Exhale, bring it in. Reach it out long and pause, just to prove that we can. And then we'll bring that hand down, bring that knee down, move to the other side. Reach the left hand out. Slide the right foot back. Maybe lift that foot up and off the ground, stretching her a little longer. Let's take a breath in. On the exhale, bending the knee, bending the elbow, or both, bringing them in. And then inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bring it in one more time. We'll extend out long with an inhale one last time. And then float the hand and the knee back to the ground. Let's take the knees a little wider. Come down onto the elbows and gently shift the hips back. Maybe settling into child's pose here. Or maybe just rocking a little bit from side to side. Letting the head drop or stacking up the fists and resting the head here. Taking one breath into those back ribs feeling them expand, holding that expansion, and when you exhale, let the belly sink, let gravity pull you in. Maybe take one more breath, just like that. Inhale into the back ribs. Exhale, let the belly sink down. Start to make our way back up to all fours. Bringing the knees back in under the hips, walking the hands forward. We're going to come into a mini cat stretch. So just tucking the tail slightly, bringing the ribs and the hips a little closer to one another. And then we'll look out beyond our mat and bring our shoulders forward. So letting the hips and the shoulders align themselves, but staying contracted in the belly, working on that core strength as we work through these planks. Now, you have the option to stay on the knees or the option to come up on the toes, whichever you prefer. We can keep the elbows in close, or we can walk the hands a little wider, and we'll bend the elbows. We can come down part way, or we can come down lower, and then we'll straighten the arms out, however much work you want to do today. Let's take a breath in. As we exhale, we'll lower down. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to lower. 2 more times, moving nice and slow, really feeling it in the arms. This is that upper body strength. Exhaling down. Inhaling as we straighten. 1 more time. Lowering it down as low as you care to go. Pushing back up, and now we'll sink the hips back. If you were in that plank on the toes, lower the knees and sink back to child's pose. Keeping the hands glued to the mat. Let's add in that child's pose. So let's inhale up to our kneeling plank. Lower into our yogi push-up. Slowly straighten the arms. And then sink it back. 3 more, just like that. Inhale to your plank. Find your breath here. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to straighten. Exhale as we sink it back. 2 more times. Inhale it up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to straighten. Blow it out as you sink it back. 1 more time. Inhale, we go. Exhale, we lower. Inhale to straighten. Exhale as we sink it back. Now let's look up towards the top of the mat. Come down onto the elbows. Press the palms together. Drop the head and bring the thumbs towards the back of the head or the back of the neck, sinking the hips back, or alternatively looking up and walking the elbows forward more. If the lower body's still a little tight, we can stay a little higher in the hips and just walk the elbows forward. If it feels okay, you can sink all the way into that child's pose and bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. Stretching out those triceps. It just did the work in the push-ups. It's all upper body. 1 more breath. And we'll start to make our way to all fours again. And from all fours, everybody's favorite kneeling plank or plank on the toes, your choice. This time we're going to do a swimming plank. With the right hand, we're going to reach back and we're going to tap the right thigh and sweep it up towards the ceiling and then bring it down to the mat. We can do that on the toes if you prefer. Reach back, inhale, sweep to the ceiling and bring it down. Let's do that 1 more time on this side. Sweep it up, inhale. Bring it down, exhale. Moving to the other side. Left hand reaches back, taps the thigh, and then sweeps up high. We're stabilizing with the right and mobility in the left. Bring that hand back down. Inhale, sweep it up again, and bring it on down. 1 more time. Inhale as we sweep the arm up high. Exhale as we bring it down. Now we're going to alternate. Inhale right, return to the mat. Inhale left, return on the exhale. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Moving to the left, inhale up, exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale, right arm sweeps around. Bringing it down. Going to the left now. Inhale it up, exhale it down. If the knees are lifted, let's bring them down. Let's kick the left foot off the edge of the mat. Slide the right foot back and begin to open up the body towards the long edge of the mat, finding our way to a modified side plank. So in this modified side plank, we'll reach up high or maybe over the head, whichever feels better. You can slide this right foot forward or back, a little more hip flexor. And then we're going to reach for the ceiling. Imagine a rope hanging there. Grab a hold of it. We're going to stand up on that left knee and drop that right hand down. Reaching for the ceiling with the left hand, coming into that gate pose. We can even lean into it. Let's move between those two poses now. Slowly bring the arms to level. And then drop that left hand down. Land lightly on the fingertips and reach up or over. Let's add the breath. Inhaling up to gate. Exhaling to side plank. 2 more times. Inhale up to gate. Exhale. Side plank. 1 more. Inhale up to gate. Exhale. Bring it down. Side plank. Bringing the hands down. Let's set up on the other side. Coming through all fours, kicking the right foot off the mat. Sliding the left foot back. We'll open up to the long edge of the mat, stretching out that leg long, reaching up high or over the head. Modified side plank. Adjusting anything that needs adjusting. And when you're ready, grab that imaginary rope hanging from the ceiling, standing up on that right knee, dropping the left hand, reaching up with the right. Gate pose. And then we'll level off the arms. Slowly lower, landing just on the fingertips so we're not putting all the weight. We're using the side of the body here. The sides of the torso. Inhaling up to gate. Not moving so fast that momentum takes over. Exhaling to side plank. But moving smoothly between the two. Inhaling to gate. Exhaling to side plank. 1 more time. Inhaling up to gate. Exhaling to modified side plank. Bringing the hand down. Coming to all fours and coming down onto the elbows, where we'll grab opposite elbows and walk them forward, letting the head rest either on the forearms or walking the elbows forward a little more and resting the head directly on the mat, shifting the hips back. This is a dolphin stretch. And we can stay here if we're a little tired, or we can look up, bring the palms together, interlace all the fingers, and press the outer edges of the hands into the mat. Tucking the toes under, we'll drop our heads so we can see our knees and begin to lift the knees away from the ground, pushing into the elbows, letting the head just hang free. Maybe pedaling out the heels a little. Maybe taking the feet a little wider if the hamstrings feel a little stuck. Or lowering back to the knees if it becomes too intense. If you need just a little more work, the final piece of the upper body, we could do a few dolphin push-ups. To do those, we look out beyond our hands and we bring the shoulders forward into a forearm plank. And then the movement starts at the belly. Suck the belly in, lift the hips up, blow it out as we tuck the chin back towards the chest. Inhale into that forearm plank. Exhale into that dolphin push-up. 2 more times. Inhale to forearm plank. Exhale to dolphin push-up, or to dolphin, I'm sorry. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale. Take it back up to dolphin. Lower the knees. Let's grab opposite elbows. Shift the hips back towards the heels. And just enjoy a little stretch in the shoulder for a breath. When you're ready, lift up your face. Come on up onto the hands. Let's stretch our right legs out behind us. Swing that knee in and step that foot up and through. Help it with the right hand if you need to. And we'll begin to shift forward and back. Just starting to loosen and limber, waking up the legs a little before we stand up. So we'll start to settle in here. Walking the hands up the legs. As we get the shoulders higher, we get a little more intensity in that left hip flexor. We can come up and cross the forearms on that front leg. Position I like to call baseball general manager pose. or we can get a little higher. We can draw back, or we can dive in. Whichever one feels good, we'll stay for about 10 more seconds. So just take a breath. As you finish that breath, let's bring it on down. Coming back to all fours, we'll shift over to the other side, first stretching the left leg out behind us. Swinging the knee in and stepping the foot through. Shifting around until the leg bones find their way into the hip joint. Loosening and limbering that front knee and then getting the shoulders a little higher. Finding that intensity in that hip flexor, or drawing back if it's too much, or diving in, just being mindful of our Achilles tendon on our front foot so we don't put too much pressure. That's why you don't want the knee too far out in front of the toes. And settle in here. Once we've found a position that we've got a decent amount of intensity, we'll stay for about 10 more seconds, 1 or 2 more breaths. So finish the breath that you're on, and then we'll bring the hands down to the mat. We're going to tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee up, and we'll step to the top. Letting the ribs graze the tops of the thighs, or bringing the elbows to rest on the thighs, dropping the head, and a gentle sway from side to side in ragdoll. Starting to get ourselves ready to stand up, maybe wiggling the toes a little, really pressing the feet into the ground, swaying it out. We'll sway through one more time. And the next time you're in the center, you can pause. Bring the hands up onto the knees, sit the hips back and down. And when you're ready, press into the feet, reach up high, pressing the palms together. Let's lean to the left with a big exhale. And back up to the center with an inhale and lean to the right on the exhale. Back up to the center. Bending the knees again, we'll fold forward, coming halfway down, blow the air out. Starting to move with our breath now. Inhale as we sweep the arms up high. Exhale as we hinge forward at the waist, coming down halfway. Sweeping the arms again, inhaling up high, coming halfway down on the exhale. Inhale, take it up high. If it feels okay on the back, this time we'll come all the way down to the ground. Inhale, up, exhaling down. One more time. Inhale, sweep it up high. Exhale, dive halfway or to the ground and pause. Hands come up onto the shins of the knees as we straighten out the legs, finding a halfway lift, a nice flat back, looking out beyond our mat, and then rebending our knees. Sliding back down. Fingertips to the mat as we step the left foot back and gently drop that back knee down. Shifting around here, we sweep the arms wide and reach for the ceiling. Slowly bringing the hands back to the ground. Let's make our way to all fours. With a nice easy inhale, we'll bring the shoulders up over the wrists, and as we exhale, we'll lower all the way onto our bellies. Taking our feet as wide as the mat, hands in close, elbows in tight. Lift the kneecaps and begin to peel the chest, a baby cobra. Just engaging the muscles of the back and then letting go. Let's push ourselves up and off the ground, coming through that kneeling plank, walking the knees forward. We'll stretch the left leg out behind us. Swing the knee in, step the foot through. With a big slow inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And on the exhale, hands to the mat. Tucking the back toe, lifting the back knee, we step to the top of the mat. We sit our hips down, hands to the thighs, coming into an assisted chair pose. Pressing the feet into the mat, let's sweep the arms up high, pressing the palms together, thumbs to the chest. Turn to one side, doesn't matter which one, and step the feet wide, facing the long edge of the mat. Sinking the hips down and back, elbows in close to the sides, moonflowers. Inhale, reach up and out into a 5-point star. Exhale, sit down and back, elbows close. Inhale up, exhale down. One more of these, inhale up, Exhale down, we pause to hinge forward, drop the hands, touch pinky to pinky, and then circle sweep the arms as we come up this time, thumb to thumb. Bend the knees, swan dive down, pinky to pinky. Inhale up, thumb to thumb. Swan dive it down one more time, blow it out. Inhale up high. Press the palms together, thumbs to touch, step towards the back of your mat. Turn to face the short edge. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up high, pressing the palms, bending the knees, swan diving halfway or all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, we gently drop that back knee. It's optional to sweep the arms up and overhead. We can always leave that out. Exhaling it down. Bringing ourselves to all fours. And then walking the hands forward, shifting into kneeling plank. We lower onto our belly with an exhale, taking our feet wide. And then lifting the kneecaps and peeling the chest away to a baby cobra. Release the air and lower down. And then strong move with the arms as we push ourselves off the ground. Walking the knees forward to all fours. We'll stretch the left leg out long. Swing the knee in. Step the foot through. Inhale as we sweep the arms up high. Exhale as we bring our hands to the mat. Tucking the back toe, lifting the back knee, we step to the top. Sitting the hips down, hands to thighs, pushing into that assisted chair. Big inhale as we push into the feet, reach up, press the palms. Thumb to the chest. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Step the feet wide. Sit the hips back and down, moonflowers, inhaling up. Exhaling, sit it back and down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Hinge forward, drop the hands, sunflowers. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Touch thumb to thumb, bend the knees, swan dive down, blow it out. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale it up, palms to touch, thumbs to the chest. Step towards the top of the mat. Turn to face the short edge. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up high. Press the palms together and lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale as you lean to the right. Inhale to the center, big bend in the knees, turn the palms out. Let's take the arms wide as we lead with the chest, swan diving down. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale to that forward fold. Stepping the left foot back. We can drop the knee or keep it lifted. We look to the right and revolve our lunge, reaching for the ceiling with the right hand. Bringing the hand down. We step back to kneeling plank, lowering the knees to the ground. On the inhale, we shift it forward. On the exhale, we lower it down. This time, feet are close together. Zip up the legs. Take the hands wider than the mat. And with the inhale, we'll peel the chest into cobra. Exhale as we lower it down. Pushing ourselves back up and off the ground. Walking the knees up. Tucking the toes under. Lifting the knees, dropping the head. Lifting into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the heels. Let's stretch the left leg out behind us. Swing the knee in, step the foot through, and when you're ready, you can revolve that lunge. Look to the left, reach up high, and then bring it on down. From here, we're gonna keep a little bounce in that back foot, step to the top, sit the hips down. This time, hands to prayer. Lift the belly off the legs, coming in to chair. With the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up high, pressing the palms, bringing the thumbs down the center line. Turn to face the long edge of the mat, stepping the feet wide. Turning the toes out, we'll reach the arms out in front. And imagine you're grabbing a hold of two of those big training ropes, sitting the hips back and down. We'll pull those ropes back and turn the palms to the back of the room. Now sweep it out, grab those ropes, and on the exhale, sit it down, blow it out. One more time, reach up, grab those ropes, exhale, pull them back and down. Pausing here, we hinge forward. We grab opposite elbows or give ourselves a hug. On the inhale, we sweep up high and grab elbows overhead. Bending the knees, we swan dive down. Grabbing the elbows. Inhale up high. Taking a hold up there. One more time. Leading with the chest. Inhale up high. Let's bring the palms to touch. Thumbs to the chest. Step towards the back of the mat. Turn to face the short edge of the mat, and with an inhale, sweep the arms up high. Press the palms together, and on the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Just keep moving. Inhale to the center, turn the palms out, bend the knees a lot, and swan dive down with the arms wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the left foot back. Keeping the knee lifted or dropping it down, planting the left hand firmly, look to the right, revolve, lunge. Exhale, bring it down. Dropping that back knee and coming into a kneeling plank, we shift it forward and lower down onto our bellies. Zipping up the legs, taking the hands a little wider, and with the inhale, lifting the kneecaps, peeling the chest into a cobra. Exhaling to lower. Pushing ourselves up through that kneeling plank, walking the knees forward, tucking the toes, dropping the head, and lifting to downward facing dog. We'll stretch the left leg behind us. Swing the knee in, step the foot to the mat. Revolve the lunge when you're ready. Look left and reach up high. Bringing that hand down. Little bounce in that back foot as we step to the top. Sitting the hips low. Hands to prayer. Lifting the belly off of the legs. With an inhale, we'll sweep the arms up high. Pressing the palms overhead, thumbs to the chest. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Step the feet wide. Turn the toes out, reach out in front of us, grab those big ropes, sit down and back and pull them back. Inhale, reach out, grab those ropes. Exhale, pull them down. One more time, reach out, grab those ropes, pull them down and back. Pause to hinge forward, grab opposite elbows. Inhale, sweep it up high. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Up we go. Exhale down. Inhale up as we press the palms this time. Thumbs to the center of the chest. Step towards the top of your mat. Turn to face the short edge, last round. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, press the palms. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, look up. Now separate the hands and lift the center of the chest, a little back bend. Inhale as we reach for the sky, look straight ahead, bend the knees, and swan dive over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the left foot back, but not too far. This time we'll take the arms wide as we come to a high lunge. With a slow exhale, hands back to the mat. We're going to step back to downward facing dog. From this down dog, we can make our way into plank on the knees, or maybe this time on the toes. As we exhale, we'll lower part way down and pause. Now we can continue onto our bellies and repeat a cobra pose, or roll over the toes, reaching with the chest, pushing the mat away, upward facing dog. One way or another, let's find our way back to down dog, either through all fours or just lifting the hips back up. We'll stretch the left leg out behind us, swinging the knee in, stepping the foot to the mat. High lunge is next. When you're ready, sweep the arms wide, reach up there, big inhale. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Stepping to the top of the mat, sitting the hips low. Let's look to the horizon and reach to the horizon. Chair. When you're ready, push into the feet, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up high. Palms to touch, thumbs to the chest. One more time, turn to face the long edge of the mat. Let's step the feet wide, turn the toes out, sit the hips down. Now imagine you're holding 2 plates of food. This is a rotator cuff exercise. Elbows in tight, opening up, thumbs move back. You can almost feel 2 hands pressing into your upper back. And then pinkies come towards the belly as you sit. Add the breath. Inhale to open, exhale to close. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Hinge forward at the waist, reach the hands back, touch the fingertips and drop the head. Inhale up, clap up overhead, yogi jumping jack. Exhale, dive it down, touch the fingers behind the back. Inhale up, gentle clap. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, pause. Thumbs to the chest, step towards the back of the mat, turn to face the short edge. Last rotation. Inhale, sweep it up high. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, look up, separate the hands, lift the heart center, let the arms open wide. Inhale as you reach up and look straight ahead, and exhale, swan dive over the legs. Halfway lift, one more. Forward fold on that exhale. Stepping the left foot back, maybe not too far. And then high lunge. Inhale as we reach up high. Exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping back to downward facing dog, finding our breath with the inhale, making our way to plank on the toes or on the knees. And on the exhale, we lower partway or all the way down. On the inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And on the exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg. Stretch it out one more time. Swing that knee in and step that foot firmly on the mat. On the inhale, we rise. We reach up high, high lunge. Exhale, swan diving down. Stepping that back foot forward, sitting the hips low. Coming into that chair as we reach for the horizon, pause. Straighten out those strong legs, drop the hands. Inhale as we reach up, pressing the palms, thumbs come down. Final time, turn to face the long edge of the mat. Step the feet wide. Sit the hips back and down, elbows in tight to the side, holding those 2 plates of food. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Pause, jumping jacks now. Reach back, touch the fingertips. Inhale up, clap. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up high. Bring the thumbs in front of the chest. Step towards the top of the mat. Face the short edge. So ends the cardio section of our gym class. So we'll bring our hands onto our hips. We'll slow it down. We'll start to work on the lower body, stepping the right foot back. Finding our warrior 1 feet. So in warrior 1, hip bones are angled at the short edge of the mat. We'll sweep the arms up. Bring that knee right over top of the front ankle, and let's press the palms together and interlace all the fingers here. Lifting the chest, taking a breath, and then slowly bringing the hands down in front of the chest. Let's open up our hips towards the long edge of the mat and find warrior 2, working the feet a little wider. Left toes are pointed towards the short edge, right toes are pointed towards the long edge, bending that front knee, pushing those palms together. When you're ready, with an inhale, let's push the walls away. Coming into warrior 2, keeping a dorsiflex in the wrist, spreading the hands wide. Taking a full breath here. And then looking up, reaching up. Finding an extended warrior and then dropping that right hand down. Letting it rest on the back leg as we find reverse warrior. And then coming through warrior 2. Letting the left forearm rest on the front leg. Coming to side angle, reaching up high. Sinking into that front knee. Let the right hand float down onto the right thigh. Left hand to the thigh. Lift up that back heel and we'll square ourselves back towards the front of the mat. We can keep the hands here or we can touch fingertips to the mat. We're going to drag that back foot forward and bring the knee out in front of us. We can reach out, we can reach up. And then we're going to step it back with the exhale, back to that lunge. 2 more. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. One more. Inhale it up, these little lunge repeaters. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Let's bring both hands to that front thigh. Shift the weight into the front foot and begin to lift up that back toe. Coming into airplane. We can stretch that leg out long. We can reach the arms out with the palms facing down. Taking one full breath here. And then we'll slowly stand ourselves up. Step the foot underneath us. We'll try that on the other side. Left foot steps back. Finding warrior one. Bending and straightening the front knee. Slowly sweeping the arms up high. Pressing the palms overhead, interlacing all the fingers together, creating one fist. And then lifting the center of the chest, looking up. Bringing the hands down in front of the chest. Opening up the hips to the left. Finding our warrior 2 feet. Turning the right toes forward, bending that front knee, pressing the palms firmly together. When we've sorted out the lower body, we'll push the walls away. Warrior 2. Begin to look up to the ceiling. Reaching up high, extended warrior. And with a slow exhale, just let that left hand drift down onto the back leg, reverse warrior. From reverse warrior, we'll come through warrior 2, level arms. Resting the forearm gently on the front thigh, we reach up or over side angle. And then left hand comes onto that left thigh, right thigh. Lifting up the back, heel, squaring ourselves, setting up for those lunge repeaters. You can just drag the foot forward and reach out as if you're handing off a baby, and then bring it back. Or you can get lower, touching fingertips to the ground and reaching out and lifting up overhead and stepping it back, whichever one's going to work for you. One more of these, inhaling up, exhaling back. Both hands to that front thigh. Shifting the weight into the front foot, we lift up the back toe and we fly. Airplane, we can keep the hands right here on the thigh, or we can reach out, the palms facing down, lifting that back foot higher and higher, keeping that soft bend in the standing leg. Let's bring the foot underneath us, and we'll flow through that sequence just one time. One breath, one movement. Stepping the right foot back. With an inhale, sweeping the arms up, warrior 1. On the exhale, hands come down, we open up the hips, setting up. And with the exhale, warrior 2, blow it out. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale to side angle, forearm rests on that front leg. Let that knee come forward, reach up or over. And then both hands to the front thigh as we lift up the back heel and square the hips. Lunge repeaters. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling lunge. Hands to the thigh. When you're ready, fly. Airplane. Bringing the foot underneath us. We step the left foot back. We get ready with those warrior 1 legs, back to the breath. Inhale, arms up high, pressing the palms together, looking up. Exhaling, hands come down. Inhale as we open up the hips, set the feet, and exhale into warrior 2. Inhale as we reach up, extended warrior. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, hands to the thigh, setting up for that lunge. One more time. Here we go. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up, one-legged mountain. Exhale to lunge. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale to airplane. And blow it out here. Stepping the foot underneath us. Let's take the feet a little wider, or maybe turn to face the long edge of the mat. Turn the feet out, hands run down to the knees. Let's drop the right shoulder, look to the left. Back to the center. Drop the left shoulder, look to the right. Back to the center. Let's pause to swing the tailbone under. Feel that opening in the posterior part of the low spine. Dropping the chin and then lifting the tail, lifting the face. One more time through. Look to the left. Drop the right shoulder. Blow it out. Through the center. Look to the right. Drop the left shoulder. Let it go. Blow it out. Inhale to the center. Swing the tailbone under. Drop the chin. Blow it out. Inhale as you look up. Lift the tail. And then with the exhale, let's slide the hands down the shins. Dropping the head. Taking this wide-legged forward straddle. Swaying it out gently. From side to side. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Eventually we'll make our way back to downward facing dog, just briefly, just to get ourselves down, lowering the knees, and coming into child's pose, whatever child's pose it is that you like. And pausing here, taking a few slow breaths. One more easy breath here. When you're ready, you can begin to lift the face and we'll come down to a seated position. And we're going to stretch the legs out, gently shake them out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Creating a diamond shape with the legs. Let's sit up tall, lean forward with the exhale. And we'll sit up again, taking a breath in, and on the exhale, we'll lean forward one more time. And let's sit it up one final time. Coming to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Or if that's not comfortable, arrange your legs however you like. I'm going to sit up nice and tall here. We're going to slide our left hand behind us and bring the right hand across onto the knee or the outside of the thigh. And slowly look around behind us. A little gentle seated twist. And then release. Same thing the other side. Slide the right hand back. It supports that back shoulder. Bringing the left hand across. We'll sit up tall and then we'll look around behind us. Spinal twist. We'll bring it back to center. We'll interlace the fingers together and scoop the palms forward. Reach out long with the arms. Lower the chin and take a breath in. On the exhale, we'll sweep the arms wide, find the ground behind us, lean back, lift the chest, and breathe in here. Let's begin to sit up and reach up. Lifting those side ribs open and then pressing the palms and bringing the hands down slowly in front of the chest. Closing down the eyes. Taking just a few seconds to breathe. And I hope you enjoyed my version of yoga gym class. Namaste.